Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2892. Today's date is 21 September 2022. वाजले आता. It's a morning at 8:52 a.m. Why am I making Artifact episode at this time? I just ate my breakfast and I'm actually like my father is talking about my career and things like that. I am actually 29. Okay, I completed 28 and 29. I am living with my parents and I just feel really bad that like my parents was thinking very right. Like he was a perspective as a parents. They wanted to be their child has a good future. Okay, as a get a job and get a things as a normal things. Okay, but is that key? I can I cannot do that. It's just not. It just like basically is that key most of the people is actually giving up all your dreams and follow the same thing that everyone was doing. I don't want to do it. I do know from bottom of my heart is that key I will be get something really much successful in my life. So I just have to be wait. I just have to be keep doing my YouTube. That is all I have to do. And uh, and you cannot convince your parents about your dreams and things like that. Like most of people do that, but I cannot. Why? Because of that, okay, they never see the future that I am seeing the future. They are not seeing that future. Okay. um, how how much I try as that ki my future is really bright. In the end, they are parents and they are actually thinking as their child has to be good future. Okay, and good future means like a get a job, things like that. Okay, they are actually thinking that key getting into the entertainment business and being YouTube and things like that, it will not really work out for the middle class person. It will. Okay, they actually pretend uh, they actually say from themselves that they cannot do this thing as a middle class family. Now actually I am actually belongs to the middle class family. And what is the kind of like a really um, not good thing in the middle class family is that they wanted to be always a middle class. They didn't really want it to be something really rich. Yeah, literally just like that. Initially they wanted to be they will have some sort of big car, big home and things like that. But eventually they didn't really try. They always think that this is the kind of like a very big thing, it will be not gonna happen, so we just drop it down and let's just focus on the really small thing that we can achievable, and let's just do that. So it's just like the middle class family uh, uh, don't really push themselves to get something really much bigger thing. So that's why they didn't really get bigger thing. And they have some sort of thinking about bigger thing is that it won't be happen with them, it won't be. It's just kind of like a very, I don't know. And my parents was actually thinking about that, and that is not wrong. Okay, that is not a wrong. Like if I'm thinking from my parents perspective now, it is really not wrong. It is really correct. Okay, but what I'm doing is also correct. Like basically there is a two things that these are always correct. Like basically if you looking problem from this perspective, you say it's this kind of like a look like positive, and if you look from the other perspective it's also look positive. But when you look from the another perspective means like basically a person like what is exactly, I don't know. I don't want to explain things. It just make me feel, I don't know. I just I feel really bad. I just like whenever my parents say something about that. Now I just I just deeply die inside of me. मैं मर जाता हूँ मैं अंदर से. It's just like the way that the energy that I have to do to make a video, I just crush from my heart. I just crush it. It just really very very. It's just like a dying from inside. It just not okay. Like I make a mistake in 2016, I will not make mistake in 2022. No, not ever. It's not. Like basically from 2016 to 2020, from 4 years, I just lost my 4 year. Okay, and I don't want to repeat those mistakes, even if the things is actually very much convincing. If someone is offering me a job, I will not get a job, because right now it's very important to me, to my time. Okay, because of that, he this is kind of like a something really different. Okay, like following a dream, chasing my target, is things like that. It just makes me feel something like a really inspirational story for the most of the people, but actually it looks really good on the screen, on the things, but in the reality it just so much it's just like a going through it. There's so many obstacles, resistance, and some of the resistance and obstacle are actually from the connected with the emotional things, and it is really, it is really hurt you very very bad. It is really hurt you very bad as a person, as a person who wanted to do something really much bigger thing in his life. He has to do it by myself, and he has to be he has to be understand that he is your destiny, and that is the destiny and that he wanted to do. And it just like it is, the process is really really tough. Okay, so it's just like that ki I am not actually arguing with my parents. I am not like, I did feel really bad. I just did feel really bad that ki I will not convince my parents about the things that I wanted to do. I just feel really really bad, but initially somehow inside of me that tells me that ki this is the process. This is the process is like a like if you are facing some sort of issues, like being feel resistance, that means you are progressing. Okay, like basically in the YouTube you can see the graph that you are actually progressing. Okay, but in the life there is no graph. You cannot see the graph. Okay, you cannot see the line, you cannot see anything. Okay, but eventually you feel the resist during some sort of chasing and things like that. You just have to understand that key, this is the process. That's it. Okay, you don't have to convince for the anyone. You don't have to convince the people and things like that. You just do your work. That is all you have to do. Yeah, and I just like, I there is a one part of me was telling me that you are doing something really good. There is another part of me was really feel really sad about my parents, that I cannot convince, because I love my parents, dude. Even somehow it's just like whatever the conflict between me and my parents, my mother, my father, they always be my mother and father. I always been very respectful for them, and they giving me this life, and I just like basically I'm very thankful for those people who right now I'm living with my parents. Okay, I am eating food like this is actually very big gift for me. Okay, and actually they sustain me till the age of 20 28 right now, from 27 years. So I have a lot of respect about my parents and things like that, and I do really wanted to do, I really wanted to make them feel really happy, but somehow according to my action I cannot do that, and I just, that's why I feel really sad. But this is a poison. Okay, and this is not a poison actually. It's just like, let me tell you one thing, that key, if you wanted to cure your problem inside of your body, you have to be take that very bitter medicine. Okay, bitter means kadu. Okay, so this is the medicine you are taking, and that medicine is really bitter in taste. So I don't know, yaar. I just deeply emotion from my heart, and I I okay. Let's talk about the things that you have to do. It's just like that. Ki I already talk about. I every day talk about my things, my process and things like that. It required just time. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I started actually from 2020. I came here at March 2020, and I already explained everything from March 2020 to right now. What is exactly happened? What steps did I take, and things like that. I already explained things. Okay, and I know I make mistakes. I make mistakes, so much mistakes, but I understand those mistakes, and I'm actually fixing this thing. So let me do my work. I don't know, but maybe I'm taking too much time, but eventually, yes, yeah. And a whole lot of world was saying me that ki you are wrong, you are wrong, but from my I cannot stop it right now. Yeah, like how much time I need, it just I have to do it. That's it. That is the only solution you have, and all right. Yes, just do not overthink about it. Okay, and this time will pass. This time will definitely pass. Like I do know, like if I ask to my future, like basically is that the future is depend upon the action that we take today. So if I did a job, if I accept the job in some sort of hospitals and things like that, I will be regret in the future. Okay, and I don't want it to be, because I already regretting. Like in 2016 I did a job, and I lost almost like a 4 year, and I'm regret. Okay, the 4 year of my life was really really lost. Okay, like basically just like it doesn't add anything in my life. Nothing. So I like even I don't know, yaar, like how many time I repeated this thing, it just doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay, this is the new day, new beginning, and the new problem with the new consequences. Okay, you just have to face it. That is the only solution you have. There is it. Thank you.